Hello again. Welcome to Banter Blitz episode 141. Which, if you read it the other way around, is also 141. I know, that is insanely fascinating, as is this show where we play Blitz against Chess24 premium members and hopefully crush them. Even though with the sun shining, I find it harder to get as upset as I normally get when I'm not playing well. But I'll probably manage. So challenge me to a Blitz game. 5-minute chess. We'll play a lovely game of chess. Like I tried saying before I got caught in this infinite lag loop when I started the show the other time. Still a big mystery why it works and why it doesn't work. I haven't been doing my homework. I have not watched any TV, have not watched any movies. I can't tell you anything. I can't tell you if Killing Eve is a great show, just like people say. I have not watched a single frame of Billions, which is the show everyone's talking about. Haven't seen Atlanta season 2. I know nothing. I've been studying some chess because I've been disgusted. Is that the word? Yeah, I think that's the word. With the way I've been playing in Thailand. I'm not sure if that will help. Or banter blitzing. But let's try. Since I'm already rambling this early in the show, the best way to do this might be to start playing chess games. What's more fun? Got a couple 3-minute challenges here as well. You can do that too. I much prefer 5 because it gives me more time to talk. While 3, I gotta make more moves. My EV is much higher in 3 minutes, believe it or not, because I won't get caught rambling that much. But I prefer 5 because it's a bad time control. For Banter Blitz, I am HO. I have 6 of bishop c5. Both are legal moves. Bishop c5, people always play c3, and then they feel very smart because they think dc3. Boom, bishop f7. I will win. But you can be a party pooper, which comes fairly natural to me, and go knight to f6 instead of d takes c3. And after cd, bishop b4 check, we transpose to one of the duller lines out there. After bishop d2, there's knight takes e4, which equalizes, or bishop takes knight b2, d5, which also equalizes. Now, what they normally do is go here. Now we repeat moves once to play with their feelings, because who doesn't like that? Knight a5, they will go. They, in this case, I mean Grendel, but I've been through this sequence a bazillion times, so I know what's going to happen. They go check, they go back. Now I go here. And Grendel's going to castle, I'm going to castle, and we'll play this position. And normally, he doesn't castle, he goes knight e5. He or she, I'm not sure. And normally, at this point, I do argue that, black is pretty much fine. Even though I do also sometimes get upset when I try to generate winning chances here and don't manage, like it has happened to me in a, recent-ish Bundesliga game. Anyway, I'm out of book by now. I'm guessing there's details in one of my many excellent video series where I covered this line, I think, in this Italian repertoire for black, and argued that black was fine. But, as usual, not quite sure about the ins and outs, but how hard can it be to play this position? White is an isolated pawn. I control the d5 square. I should try to not allow him to have too much initiative, so I'll probably play a bit more slowly. Like, not on the clock, but chess moves wise. Go king f8, one day f6, and maybe some a5, maybe some rook b8, just trying not to allow any particular activity. And then one day, hopefully, I can start chasing these pieces back. And another day, this is not all on the same day, start chase going after this d4 pawn. It's like one of these old strategy books where they write like 15 pages on. In this position, I decided to follow the following 27-step plan. Normally, in practice, I don't really believe in such things, but it's still always instructive to read. What was my 27-step plan again? I forgot. Get rid of this knight as well, too. I have to take position, I guess, is still whatever, equal adjacent. Now I have the c6 weakness, Well, why says the d4 weakness? And regular viewers of this show will know that I'm just hanging in there until I can finally win on time. That's how we do's it. Maybe the occasional cheapo being thrown in there, but mainly I am trying to win on time and just biding my time until we get there. Give me that pawn though. Give me. Pawn up. Next best thing to flagging. Yeah, that's all I got on this particular line. It's not the most exciting line in the history of chess, I have to admit. But it's unnecessary. Not even evil. But if white players think this is the position they want to play out of the opening, I think we should let them. So normally I get slightly upset when they play this line. And of course, when I say I get slightly upset, who I really get upset at is myself, because of my lack of flexibility to play a different line. And being comfortable with playing 1g6 and a bunch of random moves. Just can't do it. So then you blame it on the opponent for their dull opening choice, when in reality it's ourselves. I was about to apologize for not making sense, but then I remembered. That's what I do here. I've been exposed to so much sun this weekend and on my Thailand trip that I have a feeling I'm still arguably the whitest person alive. But I have a feeling all this sun overdose has created some endorphins that have messed with my natural ability to be unhappy. And I'm kind of unhappy about that. I don't know how to fix that. It's like being caught in this infinite loop of not being unhappy. Let's play against chess24 Kiri. Maybe playing horribly against chess24 Cree will make me unhappy again. And I clad in mighty arms of saying, I think Gingy advocated this line for white years ago, the line we played in the last game. Yeah, I recall that he had some queen a3 stuff, but let's just say modern engines aren't very kind to Gingy's approach there. It's nothing. We are playing the, what was this called again? The English 4 knights. G3 is by far the main move. But for today, against chess24 Cree. What could that stand for? The Cree is obvious, but the chess24, I don't know what it means. Is it that you can get a rating of 2-4 when you play chess? Would be logical, since he does have 2-4-17. But other than that, why do you need the 24? Not sure. Felix and Powell are both asking, Jan, will you visit the German Youth Championship this week? I'm afraid I won't make it this time around, but I'm not 100% sure yet. I normally like going there. It's a nice location, the Sauerlandstern, and it's a nice festival with so many people under one roof in Villingen. So I've always been happy to go there, but I'm afraid I won't be able to squeeze it in this year. Anyway, best of luck and have fun to all of you who's participating there. Who are participating there? What's going on here? chess24 Cree is having some connection issues. I was having some as well. Are you there, chess24 Cree? Or should we sit here for the next 5 minutes waiting for you to make up your mind what to do after c takes d5? It says opponent disconnected again. Because my best guess is you want to go knight takes d5. And there we are. Knight takes d5 has appeared. I'm not so sure about this d5 move, by the way. The main theoretical move here is bishop to b4. Probably with good reason. Because now after bishop b5, I can, blitz out some active moves. And put some pressure on the center. I'm not sure if there's theory here, like knight c3, bc, and queen d5 maybe. Queen a4. But it looks promising for white. That's why most people don't dare to go for this d5 move. But instead play bishop b4 or bishop e7 is also possible. But not opening the position ASAP. I'm not sure if chess24 Cree is struggling with his connection or with the position on the board. Or with both. Now looks, it says opponent disconnected again. What's going on there? It connects, disconnects, blunders a piece, connects again. It's all very confusing. Sorry, chess24 Cree. I know what it's like to have tech problems. So, yeah, I can. What's the word? What do like human beings do? Empathize? I feel your pain. Not as strongly as I would feel my pain had I not won, but I still feel it. Anyway, sorry about that. What is this? We have this rotation of video series, or what's going on? Did it change? I think it changed from last time, right? Berlin Wall. Very instructive. Let's play our old friend Rikala. Do you get your mug, Rikala? I think I wrote a dedicated message. What was it? There's always time to crush Rikala on your mug. Has it arrived? Or has the mug been crushed on the way to US&A? Let's check in with the chat. Because there's always some nice warm words. Like RFATWS has just joined in. Jan haven't had a proper sleep for 2 hours, or what's his deal? And first of all, I think normally I'm not stingy on grammar. Okay, that's a joke. I will correct you, especially if I feel like your comment was not nice. So I think it's hasn't had a proper sleep. Secondly, no, I slept like a baby. I went to sleep. When did I go to sleep? I did watch basketball. I did watch Boston crushing the Cleveland Cavaliers. Went to sleep after that. So that's around midnight my time. Woke up at 8, so I've had a proper 8-hour sleep. While I'm struggling against the great Rikala here. No, not while I'm struggling against the great Rikala. Now I'm vindicating RFEWS by not making any sense. It's very sad. No, I'm always like that. Sorry if this is your first time. And Rikala says no mug yet. I'll check in with the mug shipping department. How can that mug not have arrived yet? I do recall signing it. I think I signed it with the wrong pen and then I had to redo it when I came back from the Thailands. But I will get there, Rikala. It's somewhere. Felix and Paul are saying, hopefully we will win in our age bracket. Best of luck to you guys. What's your age bracket? Mark Zeller is saying, darf man auch Deutsch sprechen? Nah, please stick to English. We have a Geschwätzblitz, the German equivalent to this show, tomorrow at, 1 p.m. So there we can speak German as much as we like. But normally I prefer, if in the English shows, we stick to English. German shows, we stick to German. Easy peasy. As for this game, Rikala. Oh, hang on, I have like tools on this opening. He's played the Mora Gambit, but I gave up on my task to become a self-taught Mora expert. So I got this book. Is it cheating if I read it while I'm playing this game? It's probably cheating, right? So report me. Support at chess24.com. I want to report blatant cheating in a Banter Blitz. Jan read a theory book, but he didn't find the right line. So it didn't help him all that much. Is there like a summary? What's it called? Not a summary. A directory? Probably we're out of book by now. e6, bishop c4, I did that. Castles, knight f6, no I didn't do that. I'm sure it's covered, but I'm not smart enough to find it. Ah, here. Chapter 4. b5, bishop b3. No, I didn't play bishop b7. What did I do? I will lose on time while I try to cheat here. 159. We're getting closer. Knight g7, bishop g5, f6, bishop e3, knight g6, castles, bishop e7, knight b5? No, there's something there. a6, castles. I know this is gonna be a great show. Page 168. It said somewhere around here. Some knight d5, double exclamation mark, Ricala. If we can trust this book. And I trust this book. I have no idea. What's going on now? It's my move. I've spent most of my time. If I castle, there's going to be bishop e6. So I go somewhere, I guess. Here. I'm scared. Queen a5 looked dumb as well. I should have gone for c8 or something at least. But good old Ricala putting a lot of pressure on me again. I'm saying again, I can't really recall our last game. But I do have a feeling that I've struggled. Not sure about in that game, but against Zamora recently, someone else crushed me as well. Scary. And Ricala thinking, can I win an immortal game prize if I go rook d7, king d7, bishop e6, king e6? Is there a checkmate, knight g5? I don't think there is, but knight d5, for example, looks extremely scary. ed, then let's say knight e5, d6, a4, whatever. I'll bite. I guess, yeah, show me the money. Let's go. Pre-move. This is always when you're scared of something, but you're pretending like you're not scared by pre-moving. It doesn't work. Pre-move almost always, or unless you're playing bullet, almost always a sign of weakness in such sharp positions. Or maybe pre-move is not a sign of weakness, but moving very quickly. Alright, what's going on though? Fe d6, knight e5 also d6. What is the lesser evil? Probably Fe. Fe breast. f4. I don't like f4 as much as I liked d6. I thought you should do the thing where they cut the board in half. d6, activating this bishop, not allowing me to castle. f4 looks nice and aggressive. But yeah, like I said, d6 I think is where it's at. Not saying I could not still be in trouble here. The double negation. Is it called negation? Not saying I'm not in trouble. But it feels like I could have been in more trouble in the other line. Because now, at least the king makes it to the corner. And I am a piece up after all. Gimme. More signs of weakness by pre-moving. Full disclosure, I was intending to play knight f4, but then I thought e7 check. Should not allow that. Now, however, I have no such concerns. Felix and Paul saying, will Ricola be the first who wins today? We will see. I don't think so. Ricola gave it a good shot, put a lot of pressure here. But I have a feeling that now my counterplay will win. Because bishop g2, sort of annoying. Sval is asking, why isn't the Scandinavian a more popular opening with the pros? Because it's not that good. Like e4, d5, you go ed5. It's playable, but it's, yeah, an opening that normally, against deeper analysis, it's not a attempt to at least equalize directly, like whatever, the Marshall or the Berlin or the Petrov, or to make the game very muddy immediately, like the Najdorf, where you often get a double-edged fight. The Scandinavian, it's a bit blah, but it's not terrible, and it will pop up as a surprise weapon. Every now and then, we've seen, I think, Magnus do it once in a while against Caruana, and I'm sure it will stick around. But yeah, the few times in my life where I've spent some time looking at it, I was not that thrilled with it. Having said all that, this is Banter Blitz, but we'll do an opening clinic. I'll start recording on Wednesday. There should be an article coming out, probably today, where you can ask your opening questions. And I'll do my best to answer them. We'll slightly adjust the format because in prior opening clinics it was normally me recording whatever, a 3 or 4 hour marathon session trying to answer all the questions, and I felt like those were kind of unwatchable. So what we'll do instead is I won't answer them live, but we'll cut them up into like 1 hour shows, and then you can go check them out, and probably they will be released on whatever, like a weekly basis every Thursday. So hopefully that will make them a bit more digestible. We'll also try to add some, what do you call this, index to it that shows where I cover what opening, when, and whatever. Anyway, we'll try to make it better. Just as I will try to play better and defeat Will CH. FIDE Master! How dare you? We will see if H is there. If not, I will have to get the H out of this game and find a new opponent. But there he is. He goes for C4. What do I do against C4? Sometimes I go E6. Let's do that. Sometimes I go C6. Sometimes I go E5. But this time around, I'm so bored already. This is another long-term project that I have because I have this 4-part series against D4 to, do videos on what to do against all this boring stuff. Probably I shouldn't advertise it as boring stuff, but say instead B6 is an attempt to keep more pieces on the board, because the force lines after C5, CD, 95, D4, whatever they do give white a little too easy of a right. Well, after B6, black keeps pieces of the tension, gets an equal position, but with more potential to play for win. Stuff like that. D4, I'm not sure. It's not what they typically do in this position. It looks like a natural reaction to me to capture and go C5, hoping that one day this pawn on C4 could become a wiki. I think wiki is the proper chess term. The question is, he'll play E3. How I should adjust my pieces then. If I should go knight C6 followed by knight A5, which has some stuff going for it, or if I should go knight B7. Knight B7 is a little more harmonious, arguably, but it puts less pressure on the white position. So I'll try to go knight C6. After knight C3, knight A5 could be a little awkward to meet. While knight BD2 is of course possible, keeping an eye on the C4 pawn. But then white will have to give up the dream of ever putting pressure in the center by achieving D5. Knight E5 is another move, but in general the structure is good for me, so I think I can just meet it with either rook C8 or maybe queen C7 and look into the future with confidence. Mr. Dodgy is saying it's hard to troll a pre-recorded broadcast. Nah, I think you can do it. There's probably going to be a comment section or something where the trolling will maybe even be seen by more people. Because let's face it, with trolling in the chat, it's short-lived. Like the screen scrolls up and it's gone. Well, if it's comment and let's say my typical video, whatever, there would be like 5 comments. And then it will be there forever. So I think it can be done. 95. What did I say? Rook C8 was my plan, right? Shall I stick with the plan? Or shall I change plans and go Queen C7? Knight C6, Bishop C6, D5. Nah, I don't want it. Galactic is asking, can you invite Mr. Dorji to your recording session? I I'm not sure if that would increase the quality of the show. And we've talked about this before. It's often awkward if you meet your online friends in real life. Like, I'm not sure how this would go when Mr. Dodgy shows up at the doorstep. I think it could be very awkward. So I'm not sure if we're ready to take it past digital. Knight c3, I'm not ready to take it past. I don't know what to do. They already mentioned that when I was a young man, so much younger than today, I was a very good blitz player. I think I mentioned that quite a bit. Alright, let's go full hanging pawns. d5, bit of an issue. I was intending, I mean bishop b7, knight b7, d5. I was intending to jump back to a5 then, but I'm not so sure about that position. Like knight a5, d, e, f, e, queen e2, something like that. Once again, yours truly, world-renowned grandmaster, former opening expert, might not have played the position perfectly. Who could have seen that coming? Queen a4 I like better from my side, because now after knight a5, well, I want to go back there anyway. I cover c6. I'm asking questions like, c4 weak, d4 weak? Those kinds of questions. So, this should be fine. Rook d1, maybe queen e8 is a move, maybe bishop d6 is a move, maybe something else is a move. Most moves are moves, technically. Queen c7, for example, also a move. Knight b5, this looks odd. What does he want? a6, knight a7, that's your plan. Pin maybe? Queen b3 is a mistake. And I'm a sportsman, so I'll just take it instantly instead of pretending for like half a minute that I haven't seen the queen is hanging. Okay, normally I would do that, but I thought that maybe it was just an illusion, and if I didn't capture the queen instantly, it would go away. Sorry, Will CH, that did not go well. What are we talking about? Mr. Dodgy would steal the show. I do believe that to be true. Then again, how would the recording session work? Would Mr. Dodgy, would I just say stuff like, yeah, d4, e5 is not good because of d takes e5, and then Mr. Dodgy would troll, like as a voice from the off? Or would we argue and he would say, no, I think d4, e5, d5, d6 is an excellent line? Or would Mr. Dodgy have his own segment called whatever, Dodgy Openings, where he answers his own questions? Like with the kings would have to be worked out there. I don't play well with others, in case you haven't noticed. Let's play with somebody else, however. What about Stefan Chess? My best guess is his name is Stefan and he plays chess. But it could also be that his name is Chess and he plays Stefan. And his real name is not Stefan. It's just an act. Like the talented Mr. Stefan. He's trying to take over, what's his name? Dickie's identity? Unlikely. Probably his name is just Stefan and he's a chess player. So hard to tell sometimes with these usernames. Oh, this nonsense. Morozevich played there once or twice, and then the legions of fans that Morozevich has, because he's so creative. He plays the move the computer suggests at depth 13. They would follow it. No, I'm teasing. Morozevich is a fantastic player. And yeah, was an incredible force, number 2 in the world. Anyway, there's knight e5. When I looked at this long time ago, I thought the easiest was to just go knight f6, j6, bishop g7, castles, and then have a look around. Knight c3 doesn't make a lot of sense to me in all these positions, I always feel. There should be a pawn on c3, not a knight. And our fat WS, who already I thought we might not be friends, now he's saying, I think Mr. Dodgy could sit the full show next to Jan like the fat guy in Conan. How dare you call the great Andy Richter, one of the funniest people alive, the fat guy in Conan. How dare you? What did I do? Knight c6? Yeah, knight c6, that's fine. Galactic is asking, oh Jan, did you see the e5 novelty in the Caro by I Wonder? I don't think it was a novelty, but I saw the game Schenkland against I Wonder Liang. Didn't go well for I Wonder. Zasha74 is saying, hey all, wow Jan, surprisingly nice shirt. First of all, how dare you? Secondly, the thing is, with non-solid white shirts, that normally they sort of grizzle the picture. So what people tell you is when you're a big legend of broadcasting in front of tens of people, only wear solid, boring shirts. And I should not wear checkered or striped shirts. But since you gave me this very nice compliment, I will now pull out my... No, not pull out what you think. I was going to say, pull out my whole collection of dress shirts in the shows to come. Mick Tal is asking, Jan, will you watch Deadpool 2? Starts in 3 days. I probably will. I watch every Marvel and Star Wars movie and then I'm always upset. I sort of enjoyed the first Deadpool until, it started becoming the same story. Like the movies there, I don't know, making fun of, trolling. This final action sequence, wasn't a big fan of. But in general, I thought Deadpool was a good movie. Normally I like stuff that's breaking down the fourth wall, like Deadpool did. They even made fun of Ryan Reynolds himself. They say, looks is everything. Do you think Ryan Reynolds got that far on his superior acting method? So yeah, I watch Deadpool, I watch... What's it called? Solo? I won't watch Deadpool Solo, even though even that might happen. But I meant I will watch Deadpool 2. 2 as a number 2, not as an also. This is a confusing sentence. I will watch Deadpool 2 and watch Solo. What's it called? Solo, a Star Wars money grab? That's what they call this series, right? And I will tell you guys all about it. And see, Mr. Dodgy, he's trying to earn his chops for the opening clinic. He's saying, it wasn't a novelty, Navarre played twice. There you go, they're talking about this e5 move in the Caracan. I haven't checked it, but yet didn't look convincing what happened to I Wonder in that game. I wonder how I should extricate my queen from this pickle. Knight h5 maybe? Weird move. Rajan is saying, best thing Ryan Reynolds has done in his lifetime was to marry Scarlett Johansson. Like, you can be wrong about e5 moves, but when it comes to celebrity gossip, check your facts. He's married to Blake Lively, not Scarlett Johansson. Very upsetting. Mr. Dodgy is asking, have you watched Archer, Jan? Of course I've watched the comedy stylings of Sterling Archer. I have to admit I haven't watched every episode and it gets a little stale. After a while, on total, I guess I've watched like 2-3 seasons. It's good, but not like addictive good. But yeah, it's good writing. So I've watched my fair share. Well, I've just blundered against Stefan Chess. No! Knight f6 mistake. Because now he can take and go knight to f4. Now we'll have trouble on the e file. Probably best I can do is c5, but then, it's all... very scary. Instead he played h3, which gives me time to defend the e7 pawn. And now I can face the future with a new outlook on life. No longer crippled by existential worries, but instead seizing the day. The sun is shining. Life is good. Obi-Wan Chesnobi says he was married to Scarlett before, I think. Did I correct him without having my facts straight? That'd be very upsetting. So let's Google Ryan Reynolds. Scarlett. I don't think that's true, but I could be wrong. Sometimes I'm wrong. They were married. I'm so sorry. I deeply, deeply apologize to everyone who watched this show, who had to endure this awkward moment where once again I got celebrity facts wrong. I am very, very sorry. Mikhailo Granik is asking, Jan, have you watched Atlanta? I've watched the first season. It's interesting. It's very experimental, and I can't make up my mind if I like Donald Glover or not, but he's certainly, what do they call this, like a creative force in this day and age where we're so crippled by saying the right thing and having to be PC. He does not seem to be afraid to take chances and experiment with stuff he might be good at or might not be good at. He's fearless, workaholic. So I have a lot of respect for like the stuff he's doing. I'm not sure how much I enjoy watching Atlanta. But yeah, it's very watchable and like it's like a box of chocolate. You never know what you're gonna get because every episode is so different. Ryan Reynolds was married to Scarlett Johansson from 2008 till 2011. I thought I could brag with my knowledge because I just had the discussion the other day. Who Ryan Reynolds is married to. And it is Blake Lively, which I looked up then. But I forgot to check his previous romantic engagements, which is just an unforgivable mistake. The only thing that would be as unforgivable would be losing on time to Stefan Chess. Like those are I think the worst two things that could happen on this show. But I will not lose on time to Stefan Chess. Instead, I will spend the night researching every celebrity marriage there has been from the years 2008 till 2011. So that next time someone tells me Julia Roberts was married to Lyle Lovett, and I will snarkily say there can't be any person called Lyle Lovett, I will have my facts right, and I won't say it. Thanks for the game, Stefan Chess. AMR Abdo is asking, have you watched The Peaky Blinders, Jan? I think it's just Peaky Blinders. It's like Facebook. It's not The Facebook. And yeah, watch Peaky Blinders. It's excellent. First season is fantastic. Second season is still good. Yeah, Peaky Blinders season 1 is one of the best shows out there. Watch it. A lot of non-premium challenges here, which I cannot accept. What I can accept, however, is the challenge by Felix and Paul. Felix and Paul play e4. I will play g6. Why not? Hashtag why not? Or is it why not? Me too? I get so confused. d4, bishop g7. That's the one good thing about being a chess player. Since most of us chess players are awkward, there hasn't been a lot of me too action. Oh, hang on. You can be awkward and still be a me too guy, right? Anyway. Not a lot of me too in the chess scene, as far as I know. Felix and Paul. We are playing what's it called? I'm not sure if you can call it the main line, but a main line of the Pirts, where nowadays they play more a6. The line of my childhood has always been c6. I've played tons of games with c6 here, with mixed success. And frankly, a6 is a more logical move than c6. If you want to prepare b5, might as well leave the c pawn on c7, so that the bishop from b7 would have a clear sight. Bishop e3, I once lost a painful game in the European under 16 junior, I think under 16 makes the junior redundant. The European Under-16 Championships, where I played b5. And my opponent played e5 and crushed me. And later I concluded b5 was not a very good move. Haven't learned anything from the experience, obviously. And here we go again. He plays a3. Maybe my opponent that can play a3 too, and then e5. So yeah. It's 20... what? I think that was 1996. 22 years later. I still have not wisened up. Bishop h6, this plan generally. It looks logical, but it's not a goal, many times at least, to exchange these dark square bishops. Because after e5, let's say you go de, de, this is sort of my bad bishop on g7. Normally we associate the bishop on g7 with being a good piece. But in this structure, white should not actively go bishop h6, bishop g7. That's more of a plan if you try to play for a kingside attack with whatever, like long castles, h4, h5, thing along those lines. But in this structure, yeah, don't go bishop h6, don't spend that time, because bishop on g7 is no way better than the bishop on e3. Queen e3, not sure what to do as usual. I could just ask the queen to go back, but nah. Let's make some empty gestures. a5 is probably not a great move. I don't really want to play b4. I might now, but I'm not sure. It's the best plan in the position. And it makes it harder to achieve, like a6, c5, whatnot. Felix and Paul having a deep thought here. Deep think. So what's his name about Felix and Paul? I understand it means Felix and Paul. But is this a shared account? Are you guys brothers or training partners? Or is it a double name? You're both Felix and Paul yourself. If you guys are two different people, then how are you playing this game? Are you like consulting over, should we go knight b1 or knight e2? Does Felix want to play knight b1, but then Paul says, no, let's go to e2 and then to g3? Is that kind of stuff happening? Maybe not. Can I finally win a pawn? I'm so excited. Just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control, but I think I like the pawn. What's happening in the chat? Ganymedes, who I have a 3-0 score against, says Jan never accepts me. Just begging to play for him. Just begging for play against him someday. Generally, I'm not a huge fan of begging, because I try to play against everybody all the time. But I understand. It is fascinating to be part of the Banter Blitzing. Juicy Greens is saying, if you play 1 e4, 2 queen h5 against a low-rated player, would that be considered a microaggression? I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure if I would consider it rude, but yeah, if you don't think that's your best chance and you just think you will win anyway because you're higher rated, I don't know. I try to stay away from such things, but I'm not very confident. So Ganymedes is now saying a long time ago, Jan. So we're already off the never, right? Because you said a minute ago that I never accept you, and now you say these 3 games were a long time ago. Well, I've never played against Felix and Paul. Not a long time ago. Not ever. So you see, the pickle I'm in here. That it's so hard to serve everybody at the same time. Mr. Dodgy is saying, Jan never plays me either. That is true, but that's because I'm scared to death of Mr. Dodgy. I'm trying to dodge him. Thuri is saying, Jan, what do you think about Star Wars 8? Which one is 8? Is it like the one that's identical to the first one, or the one that's not? You need to give me the full title, like Wake Up, It's the Force. Or A New Hope. Or, let's see how many Star Wars titles I can name. What's the new one called? I don't know stuff. I'm not a... What do Star Wars fans call themselves? Trekkies, right? Joking. Don't do it. But it's weird there's no... We've had this discussion in the past. That there's no... Why am I blundering all my pieces? Time to start paying attention. And flag Felix and Paul before this goes completely out of hand. B4 here. Pretty good move, for example. But maybe knight takes d3. Still keeps me alive. It looks lost now because I'm so tied up. So, what was I talking about? Yeah, I didn't know which movie Star Wars 8 was. And I did not know why Star Warsians don't have their own nickname. No. Like Believers, Cumber, Batches. PG-13 show, so Cumber Batches. Trekkies. Did manage to overcome steep resistance by both Felix and Paul. But now things are looking good. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that somewhere around here, I'm talking all this nonsense about Star Wars, I got into deep trouble. So it looks like Felix and Paul are well prepared for... No, somewhere around here I got into deep trouble as well, man. Are well prepared for the German Youth Championship starting soon. Best of luck to you guys there. And we shall play against, speaking of Star Wars, Obi-Wan Chesnobi. Oh, Chesnobi, sorry. Mr. Dodgy is saying if all the Banter Blitzes were 12 hours long, there would be no problems. Oh, don't open that can of worms. Hey, yeah, you haven't done a Banter-thon in a while. When's the next one? I don't know. I'm lazy, old, have a family. But yeah, we'll try doing one. No, I'm talking to myself. Then again, that's what I do. Whole show. The Last Jedi? Which one's The Last Jedi? That's the one where Mark Hamill gets his second acting job. If we're not counting like voiceover stuff. In the last 40 years and he's sitting alone on that island being all miserable. Very mild spoilers. Come on, that's not even a spoiler. I didn't say what happens to him. That's A New Hope? The Last Jedi, I mean? Sorry, I don't speak Star Wars. I've seen all the movies. But I haven't seen them as a child, like the original ones or whatever they're called. And therefore, it does not... I don't have these fond memories of the wonder, of the magic, of this exciting world that people associate with Star Wars when they grew up on it and watched it whenever it was, late 70s, early 80s. I watched it at some point when I was already a professional cynic and my heart wasn't in it. So I don't have that relationship with Star Wars. I'll watch them. I'll give George Lucas or whoever gets it my 14 euros every time. But I'm not I'm not heavily invested. I couldn't tell you if who the actor was who played the original Lando Calrissian. Maybe I could tell you that. Let me think. No, probably I couldn't tell you. Or the original Obi-Wan. It can't always have been Ewan McGregor. Write your complaints to support@chess24.com. I thought Jan was knowledgeable about pop culture, but he doesn't know the first thing about Star Wars. I'm sorry, I can no longer watch the Banter Blitzes. I understand. Oh, sorry. Alec Guinness. Who's Alec Guinness? The original Lando Calrissian? Billy D. Williams was Lando. That sounds more likely. Alec Guinness was Obi-Wan? See, I don't know stuff. Mr. Dodgy is saying, one Bantathon a week isn't too much to ask. That's fair, actually. People still work down mines, you know. I do know. That's a big Trump project to support the people in the mines, right? Or get more people into mines. I'm not sure what it was. But yeah. I do know. Rook FC1. Ale. Go C5 already, Obi-Wan. So what's the stuff that you have in your blood so you can become a good Jedi? Midi-chlorians? Let me look it up. I have a feeling I have 0 midi-chlorians. But this Anakin dude, he had a lot of them, right? Midi-chlorians? Some would say too many. See, I'm trying pathetically. Trying to re-establish some nerd credibility. But that ship has sailed. I don't know what to do. I feel like I should win some peace with some trick at some point. But who has the time to think about these things? These things. Watch your TH. Midi-chlorians were microscopic intelligent life forms. Like ants. That originated from the foundation of life in the center of the galaxy. Who knew? And ultimately resided within the cells of all living organisms, thereby forming a symbiotic relationship with their hosts. I see. That makes a lot of sense. It doesn't make any sense, does it? The Force spoke through the midi-chlorians. So the Force, I know the Force. And it's some mild Buddhism? Allowing certain beings to use the Force if they were sensitive enough to its powers. In order to gauge an individual's potential in the Force, blood tests were used to estimate the number of midi-chlorians within the subject's cells. That was controversial back then, I guess, right? Are we allowed to test people's blood to figure out how many midi-chlorians they have? And should that determine their purpose in life? I'm not sure. I would guess that was a hot topic around. Yeah. The Empire? Bishop b5. Okay, it's time to not lose on time. And Mr. Dodgy is, I wasn't sure about this Trump thing, but he is confirming that send more peasants down the mines was a surprisingly popular campaign slogan. Yeah, I do recall something like that. Can I finally win some material? Can you please give me some material, Obi-Wan? We have to end this charade. I'm too scared to do anything. Story of my life. Scared, can't talk. I'm even going to lose material? Not only did I not win material, I'm almost blundering a pawn here. Nah, can't move backwards. Not going to be able to do it. He's going to queen his a-pawn while I try to generate one check on the king side. Imagine you only get one check. Am I close to my check at least? There's a check. It's very important not to give checks that your mouth can't keep. Where's the mate? Nah, I'll just continue giving checks. Out of checks? Then what next? No clue. Knight f5 looks like a horrible move. There's another check. Boom! Why does he never queen his pawn? That's surprising to me. Oop, don't pre-move that. Now we can do it. Somehow, the number of pieces has shifted in my favor. And finally, one check did lead to mate. An excellent game, both by myself and Obi-Wan Chesnobi, who, seems to have a lot of these midichlorians in his bloodstream. He used the force until I think I sort of bantered the force out of him in the last minute. Let's play more games, because what's more fun than playing chess games? When do we start? I was supposed to start at 3. Are we at techie issues? Who knows? Can I play against whoever I just clicked on? Because I thought I clicked on somebody. But you know how it is. You might click somebody. It's Hamhock Jin. Normally I'm very good at piecing together what usernames could mean. Like Stefan Chess, I think. I came up with the excellent theory. His name is Stefan and he plays chess. But Hamhock Jin, I don't know what that means. I've heard of ham. I have not really heard of hock. And I've heard of gin, but spelled differently. Like gin tonic. So Hamhock Jin, you have to fill me in. What do you mean? Justin Bieber style. Ali. Big theoretical debate here against Hamhock. Hamhock. Big theoretician. He's gonna take my pawn. And Iclad in Mighty Arms says Hamhock is the pork knuckle. Oh, is that British cuisine? One of these shortest books ever written, together with German humor, Italian fairy tales, and Hamhock recipes. I don't know theory. How can you expect me to know all this stuff? Bishop c2 I take here. I'm googling Hamhock. Ali. Hamhock. A ham hock, or how, or pork knuckle, is the joint between the tibia fibula and the metatarsus of the foot of a pig, where the foot was attached to the hog's leg. This is arguably the most educational show on the interwebs. I think it's me and David Attenborough that are really teaching people the important stuff. Now that's what you think Germans eat, right? It's Eisbein. Ugh, disgusting. I've never eaten that, but I think that's one of the things they say Germans eat a lot. Eisbein and sauerkraut. Ugh. Where do I go? Here, or is E6 a problem? I could take then GF. Ugh, too complicated. I'll go here. And Fuchsia is saying, I love Eisbein. I do not. I've never had it, but it does not look yummy. Just doesn't. Bishop E8 low, it doesn't look yummy either. Maybe G6 or some normal square would have been more advisable. Then again, one day, when you suspect at least, this bishop, boom, will take the knight. That's the plan. Chess Hire Cat. That's from what? Alice, the Smiling Cat? We've had this discussion, I just can't remember stuff. Is saying, here is Ham Hock and Roger Moore. What? There's some link. Okay, I'll click on it. I will click on any link on the internet. Because normally, those are educational, or sometimes they also make you chuckle. It's like you're at work and then someone sends you a link to a LOL cat video and your day is saved because you see cat and often they can't like write or stuff. It's very cute. Roger Moore just corrected a local newspaper about a Scotch egg. Oh, did you take my queen? How dare you, Hamhock Jim? Now I'm gonna have to fight. Oof. It's sort of similar to this game I had earlier where after queen b3. What happened here? How dare you distract me like that, Roger Moore? Yeah, queen d6 was not ideal. I'm guessing, it obviously wasn't a mouse slip. I'm guessing queen e7 was a wiser way to pursue that idea. Anyway, now we got a challenge and you have my full attention. And instead of doing anything sensible, I immediately allow bishop h6, throwing away more material. I am a chess grandmaster. This won't be easy. Come on, Hamhock. You can do it. You're queen up. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Don't pre-move stuff like knight f3. Very risky in such situations. The excitement. Do you feel the pressure? Queen up. It's gonna look so silly if you don't win that game with a full extra queen. Then again, now 2 pawns are gone. The protected passer is no longer protected. All of a sudden, the grandmaster, the big flag master, he's starting to move more quickly. He hasn't blundered for a while. Oof. Could I really mess this up? Focus. Oof, a knight fork. Doesn't matter. I still have a winning material advantage. Just pull yourself together. Don't do any more crazy stuff. And I shall still win that game. You can do it, Hamhock. Just you know, keep your composure. Breathe in, breathe out. Sad how lost I still am. Queen a6. There you go. Back in business. Queen coming to c8. And this game should end soon. I have a feeling we made Hamhock confident again. There was a little moment in time where he was doubting, but now he's back in the New York groove. He wants a draw. Interesting. Let's see. No draw. No draw for me, Argentina. Uh-oh, Hamhock, 50 seconds. The f-pawn is coming. What can you do? Rook a8, f3. All of a sudden, no longer smooth sailing. Knight c6, hoping for rook takes c6. But Freddy the f-pawn, he's coming. He's here. Stay by his side and he'll take you for a ride. Oh no! The material balance is equal, and now it's the lucky, creepy Grandmaster that has the initiative and will checkmate. I'm so sorry, Hamhock Jim. I think you had a chance on that one. Oof, that was dramatic. So yeah, watch my video series Learning from Capablanca, where it's about small subtleties, the petite combinaison, like really the art of being a chess grandmaster. Very instructive. Let's play more chess games. Let's play I Clad in Mighty Arms. I'm not sure. I have a feeling I have to step up my play just a little bit. Just a little bit. And Hamhock Jin is saying, I think I got stage fright. Yeah, I'm sorry. That was my only hope because, of course, that position wasn't great. CS01 says, in Germany we say more luck than brain. How dare you? And also, I think we would probably say with an A, like you spelled it T-H-E-N. So, mehr Glück als Verstand, you mean? Yeah, I've heard that saying. Normally I'm very unlucky though, so. About me they typically say, no luck, no brain. And I Clad in Mighty Arms. Oh, I was just gonna abort, and there he comes. Goes e4. That e5 thing went well the last game, so let's do it again. I'm also leading Marshall Gambit Specialist. Oh, no Marshall Gambit. Mario27 is asking, Jan, who taught to play chess? At what age? Yeah, it's been a while. It looks like it was yesterday, judging from these games. But I've been around the block for a long time. Learned chess from my father, who was not a club player, but he taught me rules. And then I can't recall anymore. I was a young man, like 9, 10, somewhere there. Is e5 gonna cost me a piece? Is this like a theoretical line? You know I don't know stuff. Go away. I already dislike my position. Big theoretician, I Clad in Mighty Arms. I'll go here. Because I was taught it's important to move the pieces around randomly, ASAP. Yeah. Don't give too many checks. Like 7, 8 checks are fine, but at some point, let's stop checking for a moment and take a long, hard look at the situation. Mike Sorrentino. Bishop to d2. He doesn't want me to take. I was gonna take, actually. So now I need to do something else. No, I guess I should be humble. Not my natural setting. I don't know this position. Yeah, it's weird. I have the two bishops, so I guess I should be okay. It's this exchange Spanish structure. My plan is whatever, bishop c6, king f7, rook h8. If I manage to get all these moves, I'll be in great shape. But probably Cleddy Mighty will do something to stop me from achieving all that. Here he comes. I can't take because of rook e1. Very double-edged. He's trying to keep the initiative, which is probably a good idea. It's a little risky because, once again, if I manage to stabilize, I can easily be better here. But if I ever manage to stabilize, it's a pretty big if. This e-pawn might just be shoved down the throat. What the H are you waiting for? After me, there should be no more. I'm not sure. Is there a Banter Blitz after me? Like at, what time is it now? Now it's 4:20. Is there one at 5? Probably not. So for one last time, I need you all to draw. What are we thinking about? Knight d5. In such positions, knight d5 is as natural as a baby's smile. There comes the horse. A horse is a horse, of course, of course. I have a feeling, once again, I've done a great job. And everyone has learned a whole lot about what I like to call the royal game. Le jeu royal. Because you need a lot of dignity, composure, elegance, grace, wisdom, cunning to play this game. e6, why so serious? Can I take? Don't make me think, please. I'm not sure if I could take. Bishop c6 was a real alternative, so this was by no means forced. But if a pawn is dangled in front of me, I can often not resist. Take it, then think. So check, king g8. Who knows? Knight f4, can I go rook e8? Here, what did I say? I was gonna go here, right? Because king g6 and blah. Let me just see if I don't get checkmated there, because that would be most unfortunate. King g8, rook e1. Yeah, that's not great, is it? So bishop f6, knight f6, gf, bishop c3 is also not great. I don't want to repeat moves, obviously. Okay, let's go back first, and then see. I know you're gonna repeat. You can't fool me. I clad in mighty arms. Here, that looks very scary too. Knight f4 and all kinds of discovered checks. Okay, what to do? It's a hard knock life. Once my king gets here and I did not lose the house, I'll be more or less okay. At least that's what I'm hoping for. This is typically a good square for the king in these Berlin type positions. Let's see if he can somehow take the house. Knight e6, I guess. Looks like a natural move, but bishop f6. Yeah, should be alright, I guess. The train to Flagville leaves in 34 seconds. Let's make sure we're on board. Where do we go? Forward. Maybe I shouldn't have gone forward. I'm not a very forward thinker. I'm a little backwards, actually. I know, all this time you have to spend on King G2. Might come back to haunt you later. Well, I really just want to flake you, baby. Yay me. Thanks for the game. I clad in mighty arms. Let's play against our old friend Galactic. Intergalactic journey, intergalactic. Oh, Galactic has his own set of nonsense systems. Why wouldn't he? Knight c6. This does not make a lot of sense to me. I don't know what to do, but it just doesn't look right, does it? I'm sure there's some, whatever, theory behind it, bishop e4 or whatnot, but it just does not look right. I'm sure you played it all before, but you never really had a doubt. I doubt this is good. Probably I should look at stuff instead of like being old man. Get off my lawn. Don't put the knight on c6. But nah, you can't do that. And now people are going to tell me, oh, but Niklas Huschenby played this in a tournament game. Yeah. Ooh. Sit up. Big theoretician Galactic. I surprised him, so he's gonna tank now for half an hour. Because he likes to play the best move. That is one shortcoming that I never had. This desire to play good moves. Yeah. Whatever. I will just pretend it's all part of the master plan. Well, obviously, it is just nonsense. Knight c3, bc, bishop c3, rook c1, bishop b2. It's actually the one trick in all these positions that you should not try to blunder that exchange. I will spice it up somehow, queen b3, queen b7, maybe there's even compensation. But in general, don't repeat anything I play here. This is sort of sad, right? In Banter Blitz, we should learn something. See, pre-move, another sign of weakness. Alright, let me calculate how I can make this messy. Knight c3, bc, bishop c3, rook c1, bishop b2 is what I was talking about, and queen b3, bishop c1, queen b7. Doesn't really seem to work. He takes with the bishop. You should have grabbed that exchange. Always grab the exchange. If in doubt, always grab the material. And castles. Alright, now let me get out the way. Out of the way. Get out the way. That's ludicrous. Move B. Get out the way. At some point I have to cover that pawn, or Galactic will take it. Don't touch my pawns. Queen e1, another beautiful, beautiful move. Because as we learned in chess school, never connect the rooks. Keep your queen on the back rank. Play for cheapos, like e3, e4. What are these maneuvers? Je ne comprends pas. Probably Galactic read too many Nimzovich books and it taught him c4 square can no longer be controlled by pawns. Therefore, we must get Eternal Knight to c4. But the bad news is not gonna be able to do it. So c4 takes, rook c1, b5, that's not winning. Alright, maybe he will be able to do it. I'm so horrible at chess. And yeah, I laugh, but it's sad laughter. There's also this, what do they call this? This superfluous piece thing? Where if your opponent has two pieces that want to go to c4, you shouldn't exchange them. But I'm not sure this is one of those situations, like after knight, some knight to c4. Even though he took the b knight, so knight b3 made some sense. Anyway. Let's confuse Galactico by going e4. He can't take because of bishop c4, so he has to go bishop g6. And it takes him a moment to figure that out. He should have figured it out by now. He's thinking about bishop e4, bishop c4, bishop g2 maybe. Goes for it. Brazen, but probably bad. My best guess is this is bad. Because I can has bishops. And in this position, Le Fou, as I like to call them, should be stronger than whatever he has. Rook and 2 pawns. Bishop h1, f3. I won't get checkmated, hopefully. So yeah, I think this operation was a little too optimistic. But I have been checkmated before. Queen d5, what's that all about? I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Maybe wants the a2 pawn. Nah, you can't have it. It's my pawn. Will I get checkmated now? I'm well on my way. But I don't want to. Don't checkmate me, Galactic. Not this time. This happened before. I didn't like it. The interesting game against Galactic, I don't know. Yeah, my opening treatment was not to be repeated, even though, yeah, I don't believe in this line for black at all. Probably just a3 here, right? Anyway, then after e4, yeah, just bishop g6. And the game continues. I think bishop e4. It's a little optimistic. All right, one last game. And off we go. Anybody that I've never played again. And by never, I don't mean like the, yeah, but that was a long time ago. Never. Störtebeker. Never played Störtebeker. Let's go. This will be the first. Nah, I've probably done it before. But hopefully the last time I ever play the King's Gambit. Maybe the worst opening, at least considering the amount of time people have spent looking at it, analyzing it, and playing it. It's certainly the most nonsensical starting position to dedicate this much time to. E4, E5. What about we throw away a pawn and weaken our king? Oh yeah, let's do that. And then let's analyze it for the next 10,000 years. So yeah, this is one of the big, exciting main lines of the King's Gambit, sorry. If I keep saying King's Indian, I do mean King's Gambit. I know nothing about it. I think I'm supposed to go bishop b5 check maybe instead of t4. I'll do it now. I've seen something. These lines aren't that simple. I think bishop b5. Or I don't know. I don't know anything really. But these lines weren't as simple for black as they were once thought to be. But yeah, I'm not much of a King's Gambitier, as you might have figured. Störtebeker in deep thought goes c6. Can I take? I'm sort of hoping I can take. We'll find out, I guess. What is this? Knight takes. Maybe the King's Gambit should not be played in my usual greedy style. Then again. Gimme. Can I take here? Bishop c6, queen h5. Still looks horrible. Nah, I'll take the rook. Strange position, is it not? One day I'll develop some pieces, but I was busy taking stuff. I might also get checkmated, so queen d8, queen h4, g3. Nothing's off the table. Check. Still sort of worried about this checkmating plan. How do I stop it? Can I stop it? Like this? It's highly artificial too. I have a feeling the King's Gambit and me will never be friends. I don't like you, you don't like me. It's unlikely that we'll ever be friends. King's Gambit. Now you could of course argue that it would have helped my chess upbringing if I was forced to play such odd positions more often early on. It might make you sharper for patterns, but it doesn't make it any less horrible. Are you checkmating me? Queen h1, queen h2, more or less. Checkmate adjacent. Or just king g7. But do you have the time to listen to me well? Who knows? So queen h1, king f2, queen h2, king e3. I can't calculate any further. Yeah, king g7, that's what I said. That's interesting. Interesnia. But does it work? Because I have so many moves now. King g2, queen h3. That's not one of the many moves. Just, you know, doing my good cutoff candidate moves thing. Knight e4, queen h1, king f2, queen h2, king e3. Don't like it. Queen e5, f6, queen e7, king somewhere. That looks like a promising direction. Let's see how this goes. Störtebeker, I hate to tell you this, but I am out of coffee. So this is as vulnerable as I will be. I played the King's Gambit and I did it uncaffeinated. Or not fully equipped with caffeine supply. Therefore, you should seize that chance. This might be the best chance since I was a queen down a couple games ago. I don't know what the position is. Maybe I'm winning, maybe I'm worse. Like, who knows? It feels like I'm probably in good shape. And Störtebeker is deeply, deeply in the tank. What's it gonna be? King G6? I can read his mind. Do I take the rook? And this is one check, another check. It's not that many checks, right? Give me the rook, come on. Let's do this, Störti. I learned some new drinking techniques from my daughter. I think this is how it's done. Will you check me? He did check me. More checking? Out of checks. Störtebeker resigns. Feels early to resign. Like I didn't see anything. It feels early. 95, not taken. Yeah, maybe it just didn't work. No clue. Exciting game against Störtebeker. Everyone's so well prepared. Everyone knows stuff. That's why chess has become so much tougher. It's not inflation. People are just good. That's it for today. Oh, now I realize I have way too many buttons open. But fortunately, at the end of the show, we can fix that. And if there's a problem that we can't fix, then we can do it in the mix. Thank you guys for watching. Apologies for the usual, the tech issues, the nonsense, the horrible chess, all that stuff. See you next time. I think tomorrow, we have a show in German, the Banter Blitz. Then I'll be doing this opening clinic, or I'll be recording the opening clinics. We'll probably release the first episode on Thursday or whenever. Then I should get a video series done. I have some in the making where I have some files. There's one Knight f3, I have some stuff, and this black repertoire against c4, Knight f3, I also have some stuff. We'll see how that goes. Then there's gonna be Norway chess starting, when does it start? 28th maybe? May 28th, where we shall have a premium show with the one and only Peter Svidler and the only Jan Gustafsson as well. So hope to see you guys there. Until next time, bye.